Hi guys, just a quick look here at the Icom IC-R8500 and the APF filter, the audio peak filter. It took me 3 attempts to say that, 3 attempts at filming that. APF, audio peak filter. Okay, so just a quick look at it and listen to it here. This is actually a really good filter. I think it's quite overlooked. You get your DSP systems and your JRC545 DSP and things like that, and your noise reduction and all that stuff. But this is actually really handy. It's not as strong as noise reduction, but it's also very organic and natural sounding compared to some of the noise reductions, which sound sort of you get the water dropping effect sometimes. Okay, so here it is. I've got some quite bad interference sometimes, and this radio really struggles with it. The others pick it up as well, but this one really picks it up badly, or really well, depending on your point of view. But it picks up the interference quite badly, really crackly. That's the best way to describe it, a real crackling sound. So here it is with it on. And what helps as well is the attenuator sometimes. This is the Shannon Volmit, which comes and goes. I don't know if it comes and goes specifically in my area, or it comes and goes because it switches on and off. I'm not sure when it's broadcast or transmitted. Anyway, APF. Really does help. You can also use it in narrow mode. Just hold it down. You tune it with this inner knob, IPF.
Visibility 4,500 meters. Light figure, cloud, ceiling, overcast at 300 feet. Temperature 1.1 QMH 1005.
What it does, it really helps. I'm not that familiar with audio peak filters. This is my only radio with the APF on it. This seems to be like really good noise reduction to me on certain signals, and the APF when it's on narrow, especially good on CW, like a CW peak filter you get on other radios. But it's really useful, and it hasn't got DSP written anywhere on it or anything like that, and it's probably in the AF section, not the IF section, but it's really good, I think. This is just one example. I found great success with it on AM, FM, CW, sideband like this. It really does work well, and it's got very little in the way of negative side effects, no real ill effects. Obviously you can use it, it's more of a tone as well. It just peaks what you're trying to listen to and really filters out the crap, you know, the rubbish sort of thing. That's a bit too narrow sounding though, that is. I was just playing with the IF shift there as well. Okay guys, that's it for now then. I'm going to have more of a play with this APF filter. So I've owned this radio twice now, and this is the second time, sort of a buyback. Not the same radio, but not exactly the same radio, but obviously the same model. The other model, I actually spent the money and put the narrow CW filter in, but then I'm not going to bother with this one because I've got other radios with narrower filters, namely SDR radio, and I don't really need to listen to CW. And like I just explained, the APF filter is really quite good on peaking out this CW, so you don't really need that narrow filter. Sorry, I don't really need it. I'm not that into CW, so But yeah, I'll come back with some more videos. As I say, this is my first time really having a good listen to it, and I thought it was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not as good as something like a BHI noise reduction speaker, but the BHI noise reduction speaker has some ill side effects if it's sort of overused. But this really sounds really natural, like a tone. It's I'd say mixed between a sort of a tone adjustment and a bit of like noise reduction as well. It's really good. With the noise blanket, it just cut out a lot of the noise, and then I get a lot of noise on this radio. These are quite noisy radios, I think. Just take a little bit of noise back with the attenuator. I do get quite a bit of noise on the bands this time of night especially. And that signal's gone now. As I say, I don't know where Shannon Volmit when it's supposed to be transmitted, but yeah, I catch it on and off. Just have a quick listen for anything else that's going on.
So, that's his stage name. But that's one of the names of the
you don't really need it on this, but if you use it...
So my granddad was a musical performer, and he left me...
It sounds like a narrow filter.
I did right to talk about the names, because it's really the names that inspired me. I mean, there were these acts or things like, a good one, Lou Lenny and her unrideable...
You can't put it on narrow. On narrow.
I mean, what was that?
Oh, you can.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Is it FM? You can't put it on narrow. Yeah, it's FM. You can't put it. It's only wide on. Sorry, it's only, it's only wide on FM. It's not narrow on FM.
Right, got any tips?
What else have we got? I'll see if we can listen to a. Get some CW. There's a lot of Datron now. I don't think it's no CW. A lot of radio teletype stuff. There's a very weak signal around 3.7, I think. And the only signal I've got's got a tone on it, and this radio hasn't got a notch filter. There's not a lot on, to be honest. That's why I chose Shannon Volmit. But even that's gone now. Oh no, it's back, it's back. It's really good. Yeah, so if you've got one of these, have a play around with the APF. It's quite, yeah, it's really good. Okay, guys, that's it for now. I'll come back with some more videos on the other Icoms. Keep having a play with. That's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.